Greetings. When you hear the word Silicon Valley, what comes to your mind? Why not you type it down underneath the comments? You might, if you are thinking about San Francisco, San Jose area, California, let's say, Austin, maybe New York, some people call it Atlanta as well, and maybe a few other places, you are missing the real thing. Let me tell you that part. There's a new place emerging. You don't want to miss out that. You want to check that out. It's in Louisville, Kentucky. And there's a big ecosystem for entrepreneurs. All the new next startups are going to come from Louisville, Kentucky. So you don't want to miss out. In fact, it's really not a big place as yet. However, the people who jump early and they start thinking about, start looking, so they never miss a boat. For that purpose, I have my special guest today with me. In case you don't know me, my name is Mohammed Siddique. I am the host of Growth Hacking Show, and we bring interesting investors, entrepreneurs, founders, CEOs, serial entrepreneurs to share their experience, what they're up to, how they have done, and what we have a lot to learn from them. So set aside everything else, what you're doing right now for next few minutes, and please join me to give a warm welcome to my special guest. In fact, our special guest is Jeffrey Rose from Louisville, Kentucky. He is the founder and CEO of Transcendence Investors Club, and they are building a big ecosystem to help entrepreneurs. That's why, as a founder, CEOs, and serial entrepreneurs, angel investors, when you're looking for a next big thing, what's about to come, we need to talk to Jeffrey. Is so glad that Jeffrey is with us today. Jeffrey, welcome.
Well, Siddique, thanks for having me on your show. It's exciting.
You're welcome. Jeffrey, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to get into this investors club? Because I can see from your profile, a LinkedIn profile, I'm going to share in a moment right now. You have done so much in your life, from CPA to skateboard shop, insurance company to, you name it, everything is that's like a zigzag landing from one airport to another airport of your life. So tell us, where were you, what happened, who you were surrounded with that inspired you to get into this?
Well, I think it keeps life interesting to change it up. And where I was working for a big corporation, and sometimes there's a lack of integrity and dishonesty there. And I was just, and they are working with big companies. I wanted to help little guys. I wanted to help the small, medium businesses, especially the startups. So I just switched gears.
Okay, good. So is this only you involved in this, or there's someone else, like as ecosystem, you need like multiple people? How that look like?
Well, with my thing, it's the angel investing for startups. Within the ecosystem, we also have a venture capital fund, and we have an accelerator to help people that are really early in on their entrepreneurial journey.
Wonderful, wonderful. Jeffrey, I'm going to be very selfish, and I have a number of questions which you have decades of experience. So we are going to learn from your wisdom very soon. So my next question to you is, based on your experience, what are the top 3 missteps people do to mistakes to avoid to grow their business?
Well, I think they forget to concentrate on networking. You can't do it all by yourself. Every networking opportunity you have, jump at it. You're since you were 3 distinct ones, I believe a second one is that's honesty and integrity are hugely important to me, and I think they're important to a business startup. And finally, recognition. Give recognition to other people. Don't just keep it all for yourself. Make people around you feel good, and then they'll be more apt to want to be part of your team.
There was a little audio issue. I'm going to do a quick recap. Not enough networking and honesty and integrity. There are not many people have that one. That's a missing piece. So they don't, and plus when someone in your team do the good work, they don't appreciate enough. So lack of appreciation for others. Is that right?
Yes, and make sure it's public recognition also, so that other of their peers and so forth know that that you recognize someone's effort.
Wonderful, wonderful. So as we keep going, my next follow-up question on this one is that's your success secrets of your life. We're talking about business life, and based on your decades of experience, what are the top 3 success secrets to grow your business?
I'm going to go back to it because that's the way I think every business grows. And networking isn't just a one-way street; it's a two-way street. I connect people all the time. I meet startups in a number of different areas, and I find too that think startups or non-startups that make sense, they ought to connect. I connect them. I don't ask for anything back. And in that connection, I tell them they need to reach out and find mutually beneficial opportunities between the two of them. So, I think that's the best advice I can give for growing. It's just so important.
So like a good karma, you pay it forward and don't expect anything back, with a zero expectation of anything back when you do something good for others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, that's one. I need 2 more. You have worked for almost 50 years in this.
2 more. Okay. I think that it's important to always, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, to kind of always work with integrity. That means honesty and integrity with your clients, with your vendors, with your employees, with everybody, because at the end of the day, that's what you're going to be known for. I used to tell my kids that there's 2 ways to do things: the easy way and the right way, and I believe that. And I believe that in business also. And finally, I don't take shortcuts. I mean, starting a business, running a business is a lot of hard work. Don't try to take shortcuts because it's going to end up stinging you one way or another. Do it the right way.
Jeffrey, how are you growing your Transcendence Investor Club right now?
Yes.
How are you growing that right now?
Well, it's once again networking, but we are actually going to do something maybe pretty strange in this day and age. We're going to do a snail mail mailing. There are about 400, a little bit more than 400 angel investment clubs in the country. We've got a mailing list of about 50, and we're going to send them a nice one-page synopsis of what they're doing and ask them to join our ecosystem. And in addition, we'll probably follow up with information about our fund and other things. And in this day and age, when it's all email and Twitter and Google ads, we think that we're going to be very successful with a nice professional snail mail
Okay, good. I wish you all the best. Snail mail, even that's not very common though. Maybe people actually try like online advertising, digital advertising, then they can show up in the events. And so you are trying the kind of good old fashioned way, snail mail.
Well, I think it's it's real 20th century of us, but I think it's new, to be honest with you, because everybody is swatter. I think will really hit it home. And that's not for everybody to try, but some of you out there give it some thought.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. How the Growth Hacking Show community can actually support you?
Well, I think they can support me by being a part of what we do, part of our networking. I think they can give us exposure, and feel free. I see you're putting out there my LinkedIn page, and contact me, and we can talk and we can network. Again, networking, and maybe I can hook you up with somebody that mutually beneficial opportunity for the two of you. That's what I'm hoping to get out of your wonderful system here that you have to talking to your many members.
Wonderful, wonderful. So if you have something interested in getting involved in an ecosystem to help empower other entrepreneurs, and of course it's for mutual beneficial, go ahead and connect with Jeffrey Rose, and you can, I'm making the introduction to connect, and then you can figure out all the details yourself. So I'm not being a part of the transaction of any kind. This is just a paid forward, because we all need to, this is our virtual way of networking together. That's what that is. Jeffrey Rose, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of
Yes.
Growth Hacking Show community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia, wishing you good luck, good sales, and I do have a path across again with another amazing guest. Until then, all best wishes.
Thank you. Same to you.